The government is establishing a world-class national wildlife protection and anti-poaching modernization framework. We are integrating elite ranger units, intelligence-led operations, AI-enabled surveillance, drones, satellite-linked patrol systems, and modern command and control network across our protected areas. I am informed that for the first time, the new cadets have undergone management trainings by the Kenya School of Government on diverse fields, equipping them with necessary skills to lead. As we modernize conservation, we are also transforming how it is financed. The government is anchoring wildlife on green financing and clean energy through climate funds, carbon markets, conservation bonds, public-private partnerships, and multilateral financing. We are mobilizing sustainable capital for wildlife protection, habitat restoration, ecosystem infrastructure, and community enterprises, while reducing pressure on the exchequer. A key pillar of this transformation is restoring ecological space and connectivity. Wildlife has for far too long been confined to shrinking islands of land. This administration is reversing this trend. Just last month, the cabinet approved the Nairobi National Park Kapiti Wildlife Corridor, reconnecting Kenya's oldest park to its historic dispersal areas. Other corridors, including the Lake Elementaita Nakuru corridor, are also at advanced stages of operationalization. Just last week, His Excellency President William Ruto launched one of the most significant conservation actions in our history, namely the expansion of the Savo West Rhino Sanctuary from 92 square kilometers to 3,200 square kilometers, making it the largest rhino sanctuary in the world. This evidence-led decision restores the black rhino to its historic space and range, and gives the species the space to recover and thrive. To meet growing demand, KWS is expanding in-park facilities, increasing bed capacity from 1,800 to 4,000. New facilities are already under development, with more being planned. This will strengthen Kenya's position in leisure, adventure, and MICE tourism, while spreading economic benefits across every county of our country. Graduates, ladies and gentlemen, human-wildlife conflict remains a serious challenge. We must build a future of coexistence, guided by science, early warning systems, fair compensation, and strong partnerships with communities. The future of tourism growth lies not only in our flagship national parks, but also in unlocking the potential of dormant county parks and reserves across all the 47 counties. I urge all county governments working closely with KWS to open and operationalize these reserves, creating jobs, empowering communities, and generating local revenue. Over the past 3 years, the government has undertaken some of the most ambitious, science-led, and community-centered reforms in our conservation history. Through the Kenya Wildlife Service, KWS, we have strengthened security by employing and deploying elite ranger units, expanding the conservation workforce, and modernizing surveillance using AI-enabled systems, drones, satellite-linked patrol tools, and modern digital radio networks. Rapid response capabilities have also been upgraded, and intelligence-led operations have been strengthened. At the same time, we have invested in community livelihoods and awareness programs, reducing significantly human-wildlife conflict and strengthening local ownership of conservation. KWS has modernized its services through the e-citizen payment platform, improving transparency, efficiency, and the visitor experience. These reforms have increased revenue, enabling greater investment in frontline conservation and tourism facilities, and positioning Kenya as a global leader in sustainable wildlife management. Wildlife is not only our heritage, it is a symbol of our sovereignty, a pillar of our global identity, and a powerful engine of our economy. Your recruitment and training reflect a deliberate investment in the future. Today, Kenya unveils a younger, more agile, and more capable conservation force, one that will secure our landscapes, protect communities and visitors, respond swiftly to human-wildlife conflict, and support protected areas and conservancies across our country. These efforts are central to our bottom-up economic transformation agenda, Better. Wildlife and tourism create jobs, grow businesses, and strengthen communities. When we secure our parks, we secure our economy. When conservation works for communities, our nation prospers. Our progress is already visible. Tourism revenue grew strongly in 2024, restoring global confidence in Kenya. The government has set a clear target of welcoming 5 million tourists by 2027. We are diversifying tourism beyond the traditional safari into culture, sports, events, adventures, and MICE tourism, ensuring that growth is broad-based and inclusive. But let us be clear, tourism depends on security and stability. Without safety for wildlife, visitors, and communities, progress cannot be sustained. Thus, our approach to conservation is bold, modern, science-based, and people-centered. We are opening space for wildlife, reconnecting habitats, modernizing protection systems, and ensuring that conservation delivers real benefits to the people. This is our new wildlife philosophy: coexistence, sustainability, and shared prosperity. Serikali imewekeza katika sekta ya utalii na sekta ya kulinda wanyama pori ili kuendeleza sekta yetu ya utalii. Mwaka uliopita idadi ya wageni ambao wametembea Kenya imeongezeka kwa zaidi ya watalii wapya zaidi ya 500,000. Na tunajua kwamba mwaka huu tutapata ongezeko hata zaidi. Mapato kutokana na utalii vile vile yameongezeka. Hii inaonyesha juhudi ambazo maafisa wetu wa KWS wakishirikiana na vikosi vile vingine, vikosi vya usalama, wametusaidia mahali pakubwa katika kulinda wanyama wetu na kuhifadhi usalama wa taifa letu tukufu. Nataka nimpongeze Waziri wa mambo ya utalii na wanyama pori, dadangu Mheshimiwa Rebecca Miano, kwa sababu ameongoza wizara hiyo kwa muda sasa, na tunapendezwa na kazi nzuri ambayo amefanya kupatia wizara hiyo sera ambayo inahitajika. Na mimi nataka niwahakikishia kwamba Mheshimiwa Rais William Ruto, mimi na wale wengine ambao tunakaa katika baraza la mawaziri tumependezwa sana na kazi ya Waziri Rebecca, na tunamuunga mkono katika kuendelea kuongoza wizara hiyo. Nataka vile vile nimpongeze wale ambao ni wasimamizi wa KWS wakiongozwa na Director General Professor Erastus Kanga, ambaye ameleta mabadiliko makubwa katika mambo ya nidhamu na mambo ya kulinda wanyama pori wetu. Professor Erastus Kanga has done a great job in providing the requisite professional leadership to the disciplined force or the disciplined service that is KWS. The transformation we are seeing, the new levels of revenue, the new levels of discipline, and the decreasing amount of wildlife-human conflict is an indication of good professional leadership. Professor Kanga and the entire leadership of KWS, including the board of KWS, congratulations and keep up the good job. To secure this heritage, the government is establishing a world-class national wildlife protection and anti-poaching modernization framework. We are integrating elite ranger units, intelligence-led operations, AI-enabled surveillance, drones, satellite-linked patrol systems, and modern command and control network across our protected areas. We are strengthening cross-border cooperation to dismantle international wildlife crime networks and establishing a national wildlife forensics and intelligence center to fight poaching with science and precision. We are also investing in the people who stand on the front lines. With the recruitment of 1,500 rangers and cadets, improved welfare, specialized training, and a clear housing policy for officers, especially those in remote and high-risk stations, we are building a professional, motivated, and highly skilled conservation force. Rangers will be protected by the law, and those who threaten or attack them will face the full force of justice. At the same time, conservation authority must always be matched with accountability and respect for human rights. The rule of law must protect both people and wildlife. To the 147 cadet officers graduating today, you are now equipped with requisite operational leadership and technical competencies necessary to address emerging threats in wildlife protection, environmental security, and natural resource governance in Kenya. You now join a noble tradition of service. Carry it with pride, serve with integrity, protect our wildlife, support our communities, defend our natural heritage. The government stands firmly behind you, your welfare, your training, your housing, and your mission. As I look at you today, I see the future of conservation in Kenya. Therefore, I want to take this opportunity to congratulate all of you and to wish you well in your career.